Look, I tell you what, this thing, it cost me over $100, but you know, you just can't put a price on joy. You know what I'm saying? Good internet, well, it's 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗚𝗚. Welcome to today's episode of the vlog. Welcome to the first vlog of 2018, the inaugural vlog of 2018. We totally made it. Yeah, welcome to season 2 of 𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗚𝗚 vlogs. We're here, it's happening. Now, for the OG viewers that watched all of season 1, or maybe just even a few episodes of season 1, you may have noticed that I have been AWOL. I disappeared. Where did I go? Where have I been? What have I been up to? What have I been doing? I don't know. No, but seriously, on a real note, I actually have disappeared. I disappeared off YouTube for about 3 to 4 months. I've disappeared from social as well, and there's been real good reason as to why I have disappeared. And I want to try to just build a deeper connection and a deeper relationship with you guys, my audience and my viewers. And the last vlog that I released was in December last year, and we've picked up, you know, I think 500 or so new subscribers. So to everyone that's new here, welcome. I really appreciate your attention. In today's vlog, I'm gonna dial back the hecticness that is me, and I'm gonna have a bit of a real talk, specifically about some of the stuff that's been happening with me in my personal and my professional life. The reason as to why I've disappeared has been mainly related to my mental health. I've gotten pretty sick recently, and I had to take a break. I had to take a big 3-4 month break. So yeah, we're gonna have a pretty serious talk about some pretty hectic stuff that's happened to me, and hopefully you guys will be able to grow and learn from my mistakes and follow along with my journey, so hopefully you cannot fall into the same traps that I fell into. Anyway, this wouldn't be a 𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗚𝗚 vlog if I didn't keep you entertained. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the brand new intro, and we're gonna get into that hectic, serious stuff later. But until then, a bunch of fun stuff as to what I've gotten up to over the past few months while I've been away, because I've still been filming. So let's roll that intro, and I'll see you inside. Anyways, for those of you that are new here, my name is Ramondo, and if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn them bell notifications on. I drop new videos every single week. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty real talk that's gonna be happening later on in this vlog, I wanna start things off fun, I wanna start things off fresh, and I wanna give you guys a bit of an update as to what I've been getting up to over the past few months, specifically focusing on all of the fun stuff. So, with that said, over to you, Paul, from the past.
Flashback.
Oh, thank you very much, future Paul. What's going on? So currently, I am drinking an alcoholic beverage, a Little Dove WA beer. It's just, it's delicious. So right now, I'm waiting for Josh White to come visit the office. Josh is from Adelaide. Yep, Adelaide. Josh and I met at Social Media Marketing World in San Diego. Yeah, San Diego. Twice now, 2 years in a row. It's just the best. Welcome to Perth, bruh.
How are you, man?
Oh, what's up? Wait, I love the branding. Bit of knack-knack swag. That's what you want. That's what you want. What's going on, man?
Not much, dude.
Welcome to my fucking slice of heaven.
Man, this is so cool.
Do you want a cider?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, he does.
I know.
Bit of Monster. I'm still looking for a sponsorship. Hit me up. What's going on? Cheers, man. I've already had a beer, so.
Oh, that's cool, dude. That's cool.
What's up, man?
Cheers,
it's been a year.
mate.
It's been a year.
I know. How crazy is that? I actually can't get over it.
So I was just saying to the vlog that, yeah, the last time, knackmap, check it out. knackmap.com.
Yeah, knackmap.com.
No .au?
No .au.
Yeah, no AU.
Global.
Yeah. So I was just saying to the vlog, last time we've met twice, hung out, or we've hung out many times, but we've like hung out only in San Diego, never in Australia before.
Yeah.
Josh is from a really shit town called Adelaide, or Radelaide. It's just shit. It's just shit.
Depends how you put it. It's rad if it's Radelaide. It's shit if it's Adelaide.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It's actually, you know, I have been there. It's pretty shit. No, I'm sure it's great. I don't know.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I can't.
But anyway, basically, quick plug for knackmap. Tell me about it.
knackmap, social media marketing tool. We've got managed services. We've got social media marketing tool. knackmap for small businesses. We've got social media tool for real estate agents. Social automation called 𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗚. And then we've got our managed services, social media marketing, social ads. We help you kill it on social. We help you kill it online. Bring in leads, bring in revenue, and make
cool. That's enough of a plug. Enough of a plug. But check it out, knackmap.com. It's just like I'm gonna elevate and pitch the shit out of this. But yeah, we met in San Diego twice at Social Media Marketing World, and he's breaking my heart. I mean, I get to see you now, so it's cool.
Yeah, I know.
He's not coming back. I'm going back a third time this year. He's just like, no, I'm not gonna fucking come, mate. I don't want to come. But yeah, We met in San Diego, and we've been friends ever since, and it's just really nice to have a friend in the industry. Anyway, we're gonna catch up, and yeah, back to you, future Paul. Peace.
End of flashback.
So something else that was fun that happened over the past few months was my brother and we got in a plane and we flew 5 hours north of Perth all the way to Singapore to surprise my mum for her 60th birthday. Now, she had absolutely no idea that we were going, and you know what, just take it away, Paul, from the past.
Flashback.
How much time do we have, Dave? Like 4 minutes. Took us forever to get through the airport. We have 4 minutes to get down to where our mum is and surprise her, so let's go. Hang on. Surprise.
What are you guys doing?
How you doing? Happy birthday.
You're meant to be in Melbourne.
Your face. How you doing?
Is that Paul Ramondo?
Hey guys, so I'm quickly doing this edit at the moment. I just realized my mum referred to me with my full name, Paul Ramondo, and it's the second time this has happened to me over the past few weeks where people that know me refer to me with my full name, and it's just really weird. And Mum, my name's Paul, firstborn. Anyway, let's go back to the edit. Her face.
Yeah, so much to Melbourne.
How you doing?
You just arrived in Melbourne.
What's doing your head, mate?
Where did you go just then?
Look what he said. Look at that. How you doing?
Were you videoing?
End of flashback.
So the trip to Singapore was amazing. It was actually the first time that my family and I all went on a holiday together in over 15 years. 15 years. It was awesome. It was so much fun just to be able to spend time with the family and relax in a relaxed environment. It was just amazing. Mum was super surprised. We had the best time. And also big ups to 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗅, aka Dad. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Here I am at Camp Granada.
For organizing the trip and keeping Mum in the dark the whole time. She was super surprised and it was just awesome. Anyway, moving on. So, I am in a band. Yep, that's right, yours truly in a band. And yeah, I'm singing. Very poorly, I might add, but nonetheless, I'm in a band. Quick bit of context for this. I actually got my start in marketing many years ago, over a decade ago now. I got my start in marketing because of my love for the alternative music scene, right? I was a massive emo kid. I used to do promotions. I used to do events around the music scene because, well, I wasn't talented enough to play an instrument. That was all my brother. And, well, I couldn't sing at all. So, both of those things haven't really changed, let's be honest. Most importantly, I just had the best emo haircuts, like, ever. Like, look at it. Just look at it. Just so many amazing. Just look at the fringe. Look at it. Anyways, that's what I used to look like, and since the age of about 15, so about 13 years ago, I've always had the goal of being in a band, playing music, writing music, and recording music that I actually love to listen to. And over the past few months, / over the past year or so, I've been working on achieving that goal, and well, it came to fruition in February. So, you know what, we'll just roll another flashback.
Flashback.
Oh, thank you very much, future Paul. Alrighty, so, about to get picked up by Kane, yep, running late as usual, and we're about to go record our first single. So, it would appear that for the first time ever, I'm actually not running late at all. Kane's late. Anyway, this is Kane. Say what up for the vlog. Kane and I know each other because of the music scene.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, which is very appropriate given what we're doing today. And we've been playing music, I think, together for about almost a year now. Like making music, it's been almost a year.
Close.
So yeah, today we are on our way to track our first proper single in the studio, and I'm gonna bring you along.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hopefully it's a bit better than that.
Yeah, hopefully it sounds better than that. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, it smells so good in here, mate. Yeah. So good. It's got the setup. Got the setup indeed. No, that's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. No more. Now, if all goes to plan, that song, which is called Backwards by my band, One True North, shameless plug, will be available on iTunes and Spotify by the time that this vlog goes live. I will leave all the links to listen to that music and also follow us on social media in the description below. Look, shameless plug it again. Just get amongst it. Help a 15-year-old emo kid realize his dream. Just. Oh, and our 6-track EP is gonna be launching later this year, so you've got that to look forward to. I tell you what, it's been a while since I've vlogged. It's super weird talking to yourself like in a room by yourself to a camera, and it's just weird, you know? Just not a natural thing to do. On that note, I'm gonna get some water. I think it's about time we get into the real talk and have a serious discussion about what I've gone through over the past 3 to 4 months. So, See you soon. Get me some H2. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Anyway, this brings us to today and to the elephant in the room. I actually don't know how to be too serious on camera. I'm so used to just being an absolute idiot all the time that I just default to it. Definitely a defense mechanism. I'm doing it right now. There you go. So yeah, why did I disappear from YouTube for so long, and why did I go so quiet and social, and what's going on with my mental health? Basically, I just wanted to have a quick little chat about my experience just with the dark side of entrepreneurship, my experience with burning out, my experience with insomnia, my experience with insane cortisol levels to the point where your stress is just so out of control, it's just like, how can I breathe? And specifically the events that led up to me deciding to just take a break, a big step back from everything that I was doing towards the end of last year, up until this point now that I've been ready to come back, and I'm back. More on that in a sec. So I'll give you a quick bit of context, right? So I started my business about 4 years ago, right? And it's the best thing that I've ever done for myself in my life, like ever. And it's brought me so much joy. It's brought me so many amazing experiences, things that I never thought I'd ever be able to do. And what I've realized is that not enough people are having conversations about the dark side of entrepreneurship, the dark side of starting a business. And I know a lot of the bigger people in our scene are doing it, but I just really wanted to weigh in and give you my 2 cents in terms of my personal experience, because I can't remember who said this, but I've heard it somewhere. And basically it's like, if it's personal, it's unanimous. I think I'm paraphrasing that wrong. Something along the lines of, if it's a personal problem, it's omnipresent, right? So if it's personal, it's ubiquitous. If it's personal, it's omnipresent. If it's personal, the more people that will be able to relate to it. And starting a business is not easy, mate. And starting a business it's probably one of the best things you'll ever do. And I'm not by any means discouraging any budding entrepreneurs from starting a business. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you a bit of an insight into the dark side of things. So I'll try and keep this as short and concise as possible. So basically, I started my business 4 years ago, and I, just like you do when you start a business, hustled my absolute face off. And it was easy. I found strength, and I found energy, and I found motivation, and I found inspiration, and I found just this what I felt like unwavering internal desire and passion that allowed me to push through and work 70 to 90, 95. I remember one week I worked over 100 hours. No hyperbole, over 100 hours in 1 week. And that's amazing. Like, that is amazing. And it's what you need to do. You need to grind, you need to hustle, you need to get shit done, especially in those formative years of your business. And unbeknownst to me at the time, I didn't actually realize that when I was doing that, I actually fully just managed to get myself into this headspace where work was the only priority. Work was everything. Work began to consume my relationships, it began to consume my friendships, it began to consume every single part of me. And ironically enough, it began to consume every single part of me to the point where it didn't allow me to be myself anymore. What do I mean by that? Well, it got to the point where I was working so much that I stopped eating. Like, literally, like, I still ate, but like I started skipping a lot of meals. I started abusing caffeine. I started skipping a lot of sleep. I was like, you know what, 4 hours of sleep, let's go, I'm good, right? And you can do that. And keep in mind, I was a bit younger back then, 4 years younger, but you know, I was able to do it. And to me, like, I was all good. Like, I didn't have a problem. Everything was sweet. Like, nothing, there was no problem, right? I was good. And basically what happened is you do that, you do 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100 hours a week consecutively, month after month after month, year after year. I think I didn't take a break. I think I would have averaged around 75-ish hours on average, 6 to 7 days a week. There were months where I didn't have a day off, like every single day, grind. And I'm really grateful that I put in all that work and all that effort, and it got me to where I am today, and I'm super stoked. I'm so glad that I did it. But the dark side that I didn't realize that it was gonna take me down, this dark path that it took me down, was something I never thought would ever happen to someone like me. Someone like, you know, I've had problems with mental health and depression, you know, as a teenager and all that kind of stuff, bullying and all that kind of fun stuff, which I might get into in another video. But as an adult, I've never had any issues with my mental health, you know, ups and downs, just like any normal person, but I'm good, right? And got to a point where I was just burnt myself so hard into a hole, I just didn't know how to get myself out of it. And it wasn't until I was so deep and far into that hole that I didn't even realize I had a problem, if you know what I mean. So basically, I worked myself into such a hole where I started disregarding my physical health, right? I used to go to the gym, I used to be a gym rat, right? I used to go to the gym like 5-6 times a week when I was really serious about it, and I was, you know, trying to lose a lot of weight, and I used to do modeling and stuff. Like, I was 12 to 14 times a week, right? Like, it was insanity, right? And you know, I turned that insanity into a routine, which resulted in me only going a healthy number of times to the gym. But it also gave me energy, it made me eat well, it kept me on track, and it was a routine. Now, when I started working all of those hours, what slowly started to happen was my work started to eat in and grab at every single little part of my routine. It's not healthy, right? But you don't realize it as you're going through it. So slowly but surely, all these little things started to fall away, right? I'm working more and more hours. I'm like, I don't have time to go to the gym. I won't go to the gym today. I won't go to the gym tomorrow. Before I knew it, there were like 3, 4, 5 months had passed, hadn't been to the gym at all. I'd lost a bunch of weight, a lot of muscle, but also I wasn't eating very much because I was like, oh, I don't need to eat. I'll drink caffeine. So I started abusing caffeine, right? And then I'd have breaks. My breaks, I'd drink coffee, probably drink a few Red Bulls, and smoke a bunch of cigarettes, right? All of these bad habits started to grow around facilitating this overarching goal that I had, which was hustle, grind, must do the business. And basically what that all, super long story short, over the space of a year and a half, by the end of 2016, that all resulted in me suffering really, really bad insomnia and extreme stress, right? Now, I don't know if you've ever experienced insomnia before, but basically you can't get to sleep, right? And you're extremely tired, you're physically tired, but your brain just won't turn off. And that was a lot to do with the caffeine abuse and how many cigarettes I was smoking, and also all the stress and the cortisol. Everything was just so hectic. I took on way too much that I could chew. And the irony was, like, I needed to sleep in order to function. I needed to go to the gym in order to function. I needed food in order to have energy in order to function, but I wasn't doing any of these core things. And basically that resulted in me, and the first time that I've ever burnt out. I burnt out so hard. I just burnt out really hard. Just lost all motivation. I was super depressed, and I still had to work, right? You still have to work. You still got to get the stuff done, but you're struggling with this. And especially where I was in this mindset where I couldn't really tell anyone about it. I couldn't really talk to anyone about it. And that was a lot ego, right? Ego is destructive. Like, a little bit of ego is good in my mind, but like, ego is destructive. And through reflection, a lot of self-development since that part of my life, like, I've learned that ego can be your own, your own ego can destroy you, right? And I think I got to the point where, you know, so many people like, dude, you look gaunt. Like, my parents thought I was like really ill. Like, everyone's like, you've lost a lot of weight. Like, you could literally see all the bones like fully in my face. Like, it was gross. And, you know, to the outside world, I was fine. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good, bro. Like, let's go. I'm good. But like, deep inside, like, I couldn't fucking sleep, right? Couldn't sleep. I had the disgusting black bags under my eyes. Like, I just could not sleep, and it got really, really bad. And with me, I don't know about you guys, with me, things have to get really, really bad before they get better. And basically I got to a point where things got so bad that I was like, I have to fix this, right? I have to fix this. So I made some time, I took it off. I started going to the gym again. I built a healthy routine. I basically got to the point where I was like, I need to be the person that I was when I started this business in order to facilitate and give me the opportunity to actually have the energy to run the business and not feel like I'm losing my life. I lost a lot of friends. I had a lot of trouble with relationships with people that I'm really close to in my life, all because I was just basically like work, no time for anything else but work, right? And I thought that that was like what you needed to do, and like anyone stopping me from this is just gonna stop me from achieving my goals. And basically that all happened around 2016. I put a lot of stuff in place, fixing up my routine, and I got a lot better. Now, fast forward to 2017, and basically the same thing happened again, right? Like, I got back from the States late last year and everything was peachy, like everything was awesome, right? And I got back, and then I slowly started to slip back into bad habits. I picked up a lot of new work. I had to do the new work, but I'd also set myself a goal of releasing a vlog every single week, right? And like, I put a lot of effort in my vlogs, and I don't really know how to edit. And like, I'm still teaching myself as I go. And I love the whole process of creation. I love having a voice. I love being able to help and impact other people. And I hope that the story that I'm showing right now helps you. But it got to the point where about December last year, after I filmed the Smith's Beach vlog, I'd bitten off so much, like way too much that I could actually chew. And with Christmas around the corner of the new year and just a hectic workload, I felt myself going down that path, going down that really, really dangerous path where I knew my mental health was at risk. I knew I'd stopped going to the gym. Over December, that was the first sign for me, right? Like, work out what your signs are. My sign was, I've stopped making time for the gym. I've stopped eating correctly. I'm eating out way too much. I'm not taking time to go for a walk. I'm not taking time to meditate. I'm not taking time to do whatever it is, the things that you'd like to do. I realized that I'd stopped doing those things. And I basically caught myself, and I was like, Paul, You're gonna go down the same path that you went down only a year and a bit earlier, and it's not gonna be pleasant. It's not gonna be, you're not gonna have a good time. It's not worth it. And I had to sit myself down, and I was like, I've set myself this goal. I really wanna get out of vlog, I really wanna get out of video every single week, but I needed to take a big step back and be like, bro, your mental health is so much more important to you than anything else, than getting these videos out, than doing anything else. You also need to run your business, and you need to allocate your time in a way that's gonna facilitate you long-term to be able to function, enjoy your life. And if you're not healthy, then you're not gonna be able to make the impact that you want. You're not gonna be able to help others in the way that you want. And I just had to take a break. I had to have a Kit Kat.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
So, where am I at now? Well, look, the way that I got out of the burnout the first time, and the way that I got out of approaching burnout when I felt like I was approaching it December last year, was routine and schedule, right? Routine and schedule. You gotta set up a routine. You gotta set up, like if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through right now, if you're feeling like you're about to burn out, or you've lost motivation, or you just can't find the energy to smile or get out of bed in the morning, like really have a granular look at what the fuck is going on in your schedule, right? Look at what's going on. How much time are you allocating to you? What is the first thing you do when you get out of bed in the morning? Please tell me it's not checking your cell phone. If the first thing you do when you get out of bed in the morning is check your cell phone, you need to stop doing that. Like, okay, if it's turn off your alarm, like that's totally cool. But like, turn off your alarm and then get up, get out of bed, turn the lights on, go outside, go for a walk, make yourself some breakfast, have a shower, do the things, spend some time on you in the morning, right? Start with that with your routine. If you're running your own business and you're approaching burnout, make sure you have structured work hours, right? You work from 8 a.m. or you work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. You have an hour off for lunch, you have a break during the day, you eat 3 solid meals a day, plus you have all the food, and you give yourself the nutrients and the sustenance that you need in order to function at a peak level. You don't abuse caffeine. If you are abusing caffeine, it's not a healthy route. If you're smoking cigarettes, just stop that. I've quit. Cigarettes are disgusting. I love cigarettes, but they're disgusting. Don't ever smoke. And if you are smoking, stop. You know, and really, like I said, really examine your routine. Take time out for you, because if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not having at least a day off, I mean, do your thing, but if you're not having, from my experience, if I'm not having at least a day off, a Sunday off a week, if I'm working 6 days and not taking any time to sit back and smell the roses, and I'm just working insane hours and doing nothing to take care of my physical and my mental health, especially my physical health, because my physical health definitely influences your mental health and vice versa, right? If you're not doing that, if you don't have things in your routine, schedule work hours and blocks and time in your routine which is scheduled, set aside for you to take care of you so that you can take care of everything else, then in my experience anyway, and in my opinion, like, you'll burn out, you'll have a shit time, and ain't nobody got time for that. You don't want that. It's not a fun time. It's not something to pride yourself on. It's not a little stripe like, yes, I burnt out. This is sick. I burnt out. I've got my entrepreneurial stripes now. No, it's silly. It's not something you should be proud of. It's not something that I'm proud of. Like, I'm happy that I've gone through it, and I'm happy that I'm able to talk about it, and I'm happy that I've gotten myself out of that really bad headspace, but it's not something to be proud of. The last thing I'll finish on is, look, you're not alone. Like, you're not alone at all. Flick me a message, slide into my DMs. If you're having a hard time, flick me a message, talk to me about it, talk to your friends about it, talk to your peers about it, talk to your mentors about it. People will help you. If you think you're alone, like I said earlier, like, the more personal the problem, the more omnipresent it is, right? Like, you're not alone. Reach out, talk to someone, and get some help. Because even just the process of reaching out and talking to someone will put things in a lot of perspective for you. If you finally have the ability to voice what you're actually going through and have someone that cares about you listen and understand and be there for you, just even that can be the first step on your road to recovery, or your road for getting out of the rut, whichever rut you might be in. Anyway, with that said, I'm putting my glasses back on. I'm gonna finish this vlog off on a happy note. What's happening moving forward? A lot more vlogs, a lot more videos. I'm doing one a week, it's happening, and I'm not gonna be burnt out doing it, you know what I'm saying? It's all happening. Lots of exciting stuff to look forward to. I'm really excited to be back. I hope this video has been helpful. I'm gonna close this vlog off with one more flashback, and this is something I've wanted to do for myself forever, and I finally did it in December of last year. About the same time, very fitting, about the same time in which I felt like I was burning out, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something fun that I've always wanted to do. I'm gonna tick something off the bucket list, my bucket list. I'm gonna do something for me, and look, enjoy. Peace. Trying to keep a cool composure, trying not to freak out. I'm pretty happy. We're not even halfway up yet. Oh, fuck off. Paul from the future here. So the audio was ruined. So I'm going to give you a bit of an insight as to what was going on, like my thought process inside of my head. So right now I'm just kind of like, all right, what am I doing? This is nuts. This is nuts. My feet are on the edge. The instructor's like, put your head back. And then this is just all went by in a flash of a second, bang, out the window, questioning my life decisions, sensory overload. It was intense. I don't remember any of this, but it was amazing. Look at me. I'm just, put your head back, bang. I'm just like, what is going on? See the plane in the background, hands up, we're in free fall. And I finally kind of come to, realize what's going on. Look at the camera. Oh, sneaky dab. What an idiot. It was actually amazing. I mean, look at that view. Western Australia just turned it on. And I think we were in free fall for about 45 seconds or so. It was absolutely incredible.
Anyways, my name is Ramondo. If you already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I drop new videos every single week. But apart from that, let's keep the explosion, and I will see you. Wait for it. Oh, good next week. Peace.
Oh, yeah.